It's a beautiful day today in the neighborhood. Welcome to Monday, first Monday of the month of July, first Monday in the second half of the year, and brand new possibilities with God. Welcome. So, are you wearing the right gear? Gear as in clothing. You know, as we're getting ready for the Olympics, we're seeing a lot of trials. Different nations, different athletes, they've been training their whole life to get ready for the Olympics that are coming up. And as we watch, you see the 100-meter sprinter and you see the polo player and you see the shot put player, everyone going after their sport. Have you ever thought to yourself, is the shot put player and the 100-meter sprinter and the water polo player and the long distance marathon runner, are they built the same? Do they have the same gear? Do they train the same way? And the answer is no, they do not. They do not have the same gear. They do not train the same way. They do not behave the same. They are very different individuals. You know, when I was much younger, when I was a child, and I used to watch all this athletics, and you'll see someone win the marathon, and I think to myself, so why don't they make this marathon winner run the 100 meters dash? Or I see someone do the pole vault and go way over, and I think, so why don't they make the pole vaulter do the high jump? But they can't, because they're different people. They train differently, they do different things. So what does this have to do with our spiritual life, mine and yours? I'm always glad you asked me all these questions, because I have an answer. Everyone is trained differently. Everyone has a different gear on. Everyone has a different clothing on. The clothing for the water polo player definitely will not be for the 100-meter sprinter. The clothing for the shot put player definitely will not be the one for the pole vaulter, or their training, or their diet, or how they get ready for the race. They're very different. So think about it. God has called each and every one of us to our race. My race is not your race, and your race is not your friend's race. You know, in fact, if you have identical twins, the race for one twin is not the race for the other twin. God has something specific for you. So you and I have to get to the point where we look at our race. And as Paul says, forgetting those things which are behind and pressing on towards the goal. I shouldn't look, if I'm the 100-meter sprinter, I shouldn't look at the water polo player and say, oh, look at the beautiful swimsuit they have on. Can't I wear that? No, I will not survive a 100 meters run. I won't. Or look at the beautiful pole vaulter, has a beautiful stick. Can't I use that for my shot put? No, you can't. Neither can you wear what they're wearing. Never can you train the way they're training. So God has each and every one in a different role. You know, we have a saying where I'm from that the fingers are not equal. If you look at my fingers, they're not equal. Not at all. The middle finger is a lot longer than the little finger. But each, when you come together, can form a fist. If you think about it, if all my fingers were the same length, I would not be able to form a fist. God has each one of us destined for something different. We have a different race. We have a different race to run. Therefore, we prepare differently. I'm not going to look at my friend and say, God, but why aren't I like XYZ? You're not like XYZ because you're not XYZ. Or why aren't I like my friend? I like the mission or missionary or the vision you've given her. You can't be, because you are you. You are uniquely made. The Psalms tell us that you are wonderfully and fearfully made, and marvelous are all his works, and that your soul knows very well. So your race is not my race, and your race is not your friend's race. My race is not my sister's race, my brother's race. I have my own race, and the way they train is different from the way you train. But what can I do about it? I'm glad you asked. Go back to the master plan found in the Bible. Go back to the master plan. Ask God in the place of prayer what your race is. Get ready, be decked out, prepare, and run your race, because you have to run your race because there are people depending on you to run that race. Just like the 100 meters relay, the next person is depending on you to run your race so that they can run theirs. Run your race, yours, not mine, and not your sister or your brother's or your parents' race. Run your race. It's a beautiful day today in the neighborhood.